Finance Minister as well is speaking. Let's cut across.
Financial inclusion program, which India has never seen before like that. Yes, financial inclusion has been a long-drawn goal on which every year a certain incremental number of people would come in. But now I'd like to highlight the fact that almost 50 plus crore people have already been brought into formal banking system. Where were we in 2014-15? Only 15 crore people were with bank accounts. Now that has gone up to 50 crore. Equally, connecting to the rural India and farmers. Particularly, I'll take the example of agro-processing, where the value addition element comes for agrarian products. Only 2 mega food processing plants existed in this country in 2014. That's gone up to 24 in 2023, within a matter of 9 years. That brings in value addition to the products. The farmers get better price. The value addition brings jobs, and some of them get exported also, the products. The other highlight which I'd like to bring in as the pillar for Amrit Kal, on which Amrit Kal is going to build towards a Vikasit Bharat, is about the emphasis given on sunrise industries. India will now become at least in-house producer of semiconductor capacities. EV adoption is happening in a big way. And therefore, these are things which have emanated from the FDI policy of the country. What is about the FDI policy? Just look at the numbers. India had attracted between 2000, April 2000 and March 2023, 23 years, we had attracted $919 billion in FDI. But it is important for us to recognize that 65% of this $919 billion, that is about $595.25 billion, had all reached India in the last 8 to 9 years. So in the 23 years, you're receiving $919 billion, of which $595 plus billion have come only in the last 9 years, beginning 2014. So your FDI is coming in. It's like water. It flows to the lower ebb. Where policies bring in greater certainty, convenience, ease of doing business, FDI flows in. Of course, disruptions of higher US Fed rate and other things can divert it elsewhere. But despite that, we've been receiving that kind of a flow of the FDI. It's not as if it's coming only for manufacturing. It's coming also for service sector. Service, particularly exports, have also seen a surge from 151 billion that it was US dollars to 325 billion US dollars. So these are all strong foundations which have been laid in the last 9 years. There are one or two more I'll add to it. The third largest startup ecosystem, the PLI scheme, which now cover 14 critical sectors. The UPI, about which, of course, BVR Subramaniam had very clearly mentioned, 100 billion transactions in just the calendar year 2023, over 180 lakh crores being the total value which is being transacted. There's global recognition. G20 was very clearly awed of India's experience in this area. So with all this, technology and digitization have brought people together. 50 crore people have been brought into the banking system. Now look at where the unbanked have come into the banking area. 44% it was where we were in 2014. Only 44% had accounts. Now, more than 80% people in this country have bank accounts. Look at Gujarat, therefore, in this context. And Gujarat, which has released its Vikasit Bharat vision document. It is a state which has 5% of our population, just 5%. Contributes 8.5% to our GDP. 19% gross value added every year happens from Gujarat to the GVA of the total country. Total gross value addition to the country, 19% comes from Gujarat. The per capita income is 1.7 times the national average. So it is a state which actually is rapidly moving forward and the state is growing at 12% CAGR between 2011 and 2021 in the 10 years, while the national average is 10.4%. So rightly, we are here in Gujarat talking about its vision for 2047 and certainly 2047, which is going to be developed country for India. And in that, the engine of growth, I see Gujarat being very clear in its vision. I welcome the document, and I'm sure the people of Gujarat under the leadership of the Chief Minister will be able to move in that direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so that's the Finance Minister talking about how India is galloping towards becoming that aim of the third largest economy in the world, and that's likely to happen by FY28.